Good. I don't know if I can. Is this even broadcasting? What the heck's going on here? Bear with me. All right, we must be good. Anyway, I am getting ready to run the third round of the Nations Cup, and it looks like there is a clear advantage for the Mercedes cars because they are loaded up. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear it better. Just about everyone is driving a Mercedes. I wanted to take out the Audi because so many people had recommended it on the Sardegna review. And I didn't really get a whole lot of time with this car. I don't use this track so much for grinding credits, so just using a unfamiliar car and a track that most people tend to grind, where I do not, I'm probably going to be at a pretty big disadvantage here. But we're going to have fun anyway. This is a DTM car, so it's it's obviously built for racing. It's got the stripped out interior. This and like the GTR, it seems like they're actually pushing you back further in the seat than what you would on the factory, or not the factory, but the stock civilian car. So I think that's part of why I don't drive this car as much. It just feels a little different. But I don't know if it's just because they took away so much of the dash there, or if it's actually sitting further back. It seems to be sitting further back though. Try to get a decent qualifying time. My plan, even if we don't, doesn't really matter. My plan is to run the medium tires first. They do require medium tires and soft compounds sometime throughout the race. And I did a custom race where I tried to build this setup, and it seemed like I could run 10 laps on the soft compounds without too much issue. I don't think the fuel's going to be an issue at all. So if I run 4, maybe 5 laps on the mediums and then pit early, I should be able to run with a fairly clear track. All right, third so far. Fourth? Alright, we're going to start dropping back. I'll be happy with 6th. With everyone gravitating towards the Mercedes, I thought it was going to be a much bigger, I don't know, OP car. I couldn't remember the opposite of nerfed. The Mercedes is much more expensive to buy, so if you don't own it, maybe that's part of the attraction as well, is you actually get a little bit of time on the track with it. We'll see if that position holds at all. And lately I've been screwing up on the last lap, so we're going to try to avoid that. Pretty tight grid. But you can see how many Mercedes there are compared to everybody else. It's just way dominating right now. Let's try to switch tires. Look for any additional rules. Yeah, see, required tires, soft and mediums. This track doesn't have a whole lot of, elevation change or anything like that, so it can get kind of hypnotic. That's part of the issue I have with using this as a grinding track. I thought that was camo on that car at first. It was just the leaves from the trees, the shadows. Hear that flat plane crank on these things. I do love that Mercedes. we're going to be trying to run 4 to 5 laps and just holding people off. Trying to stay out of the bumper cars. I'm hoping to make it 5 laps. Swerving ahead of me threw me off quite a bit.
What is your thoughts on the Dodge Charger Dayton Event Dodge Charger 3.0 inline 6 Hurricane engine?
What is that engine going into? The Charger? I don't know much about it, but I know these manufacturers are trying to deal with the regulations that the government puts on them in terms of fuel efficiency. And I know they are trying to still create powerful cars that are fun to drive, so I can't be too against the manufacturer. But I haven't really looked into that engine. I'm not a huge Dodge fan. I think they make beautiful cars, I just don't trust them. And I have no reason not to. You just get the, you get those little things in your brain. Oh man, following the same guy hitting this wall. And I'm following him right into it. Where are we at? 2 laps in? What are your thoughts on it?
Uber Racing, they are making Hurricane Engine a racing engine too.
Oh, nice. Inline engines, especially 6 cylinders, tend to be real smooth. So they're great for racing applications. I know even like, you know, everyone thinks the 2JZ was like the powerhouse from the Supra. But the Tom's car, they actually used the 4-cylinder out of the Silica rally car because it was just more modern and better developed. So a lot of times the extra cylinders or the extra displacement don't really help you out all that much.
Hurricane engine is going to be a twin-turbo 3.0 inline.
Nice. Sounds like a... It sounds very Japanese. But I loved M3s back in the day, and the GTRs were inline sixes, you know, in their heyday, and the Supras were as well. So it's definitely a strong motor. It's a strong design. A lot of the semis on the road run inline sixes too, so they're great motors. The main downside is just how long they are.
Turismo will add the Dodge Charger Dayton and Dodge Charger 3.0 inline twin-turbo Hurricane in the game or in Gran Turismo.
I don't know. They're so far behind that I wouldn't really expect it. I mean, I hope they do. But like, we just got a reasonable Challenger, so it seems like they're way behind on these cars, and I know it takes them a while to develop them. But it'd be cool if they did. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the pits and switch tires. You got plenty of fuel.
It takes 6 to 9 months.
For one car development? Like to get it programmed in? And they already have the rights to a lot of these cars, so they're working with Dodge and Chrysler, so there's a lot of throwbacks going on in the Japanese market too, though. Like, you got the I just saw something about a car that's, you know, the spiritual successor to the MR2, and then they have something coming out that's kind of reminiscent of the Prelude. And with them being a Japanese developer, I wouldn't be surprised if they put, you know, some precedence on those cars or some priority towards them instead. You got me curious on that engine, though. I want to check that out. So we don't even have the ZR1 Corvette yet. I would think that they're going to work on that before the Charger, just because of the power that thing's producing. They are supposedly working on Gran Turismo 8 already, which I don't know at what point they'd be releasing it. It might not even be on PlayStation 5. Hit a caution flag. Somebody's getting sloppy. don't know if he's been through the pits or not. We might be way ahead of him. Man, I put down a 137. That's pretty good. I ran a similar race today, and I wasn't hitting that time at all. I just added ballast to the car, though, and cut the power, so I may not have had this exact same setup. It's hard to tell. I saw another yellow flag. So Friday morning I'll be releasing the Lancer Evo 9 review video. So if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. That way you don't miss that content when it comes out. And I'm working on the video for after that as well. This guy is bouncing off the walls. Happy he gave me some space, but then he went in the wall. I'm hoping it wasn't because of me. I don't think I put him in there. I tried to stay on the inside as much as possible. He's been bouncing off the walls anyway, so I don't think I had anything to do with it. The downside is if he blames me for it, he could come up behind us and cause some problems. He's coming around. And I missed my shift, so. trying to catch that Lexus. He should be on the hard compound tire, and unless he went from soft to soft. Medium, not hard. He is making some distance, though, between us. Come on, girl. I'd like to take out, not take them out, but I want to get past the two in front of me to get back to my pole position. Not my pole, good lord. I want to get by the two in front of me in order to get back to my starting position. There's one. Now if we can get by the two in front, I'll have gained a spot, which is nice. A little slow through that corner. Going back in the pits. Maybe he hadn't gone through yet. Oh man, I got a Mercedes coming on hard. One to go. Yeah, Mercedes looks like it's a lot faster in the straights here. Sixth place, I'm happy with that. First of the non-Mercedes. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm grateful as always. And it was a fun race, even though we weren't the fastest. Let's see, 38 seconds behind? That's not too bad. But I think I had a decent strategy. It just didn't pan out with, It could be the car, it may not be. Either way, I'm happy with that result. And we got clean race bonus, so hopefully we didn't cause any kind of turmoil for anyone else. But thank you guys so much, and have a great day.